welcome to the Dancebox Podcast. I'm Summer.
I'm Zoe and we're third year degree students.
And today we're going to be talking to you about all things Dancebox,
lifestyle,
and everything that you want to know about the dance industry.
So we've got some questions here that we're going to delve into. Do you want to go first?
Sure. So, first question is, can you tell us about any upcoming performances or projects you're involved in, both inside and outside of Dancebox?
Well,
the big one.
The big one. Best time of the year.
Yeah, we've got our Christmas show coming up.
Yeah.
So we are currently in the process of auditioning.
Yeah.
Some rehearsals are starting. We've got some Irish tapping going on in
Yeah.
the studio next door. So that is on the 13th, 14th and 15th of December.
We do that every year. Yeah. It's the best time of year, isn't it?
It's the best show.
Yeah.
It's a proper cabaret style as well. It's different from the whole sitting in tiered seating.
Yeah, there's like people having a meal.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And we do a similar kind of show every year.
Yes.
So some numbers are the same every year.
Yeah, and it's like, what am I going to be this year?
Yeah, like, am I going to be a reindeer?
Yeah.
Am I going to be a red dress? Am I going to be a candy cane?
Will I be an elf?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Who's Santa?
Yeah, exactly. We've got singing auditions Monday
recalls, yeah.
Our vocals ready.
What else is there? There's the sixth form performance project next week, which we're really, really excited to see. That looks amazing. They're doing a burlesque number, aren't they?
It looks amazing.
Stunning.
And they've all got assessment week and everything next week.
Yes.
We're lucky ones. We've not got
We've
that
already done it.
We've done it so many times now.
We don't have assessment.
And outside, have you got anything coming up outside?
I've not got anything coming up outside, and I don't know how you have time to, so care to tell them?
Yeah, I'm in a little show in Leicester every Saturday. It's called Showtime, and I'm the swing for it, so I cover a different person every week depending on who's not there.
Yeah.
And I'm not actually doing it for a couple of weeks now because everyone's
back,
yeah, but we're starting our Christmas show soon.
That's exciting.
So yeah, that's what I've got coming up. But
yeah.
Apart from that, not much else.
Come January, it will be Move It.
Oh yeah. As soon as we get back, it's like, right, move it.
Move it. On to the next thing. We always have a performance coming up, so...
Within it, it's like every 3 months.
Yeah, literally. Like, there's always something.
Yeah.
We are never bored.
No. So it's like, right, what are we auditioning for now? Do you want to go next?
Yes.
But yeah, make sure you come to watch the Christmas show. Get your tickets on our website.
Oh, okay. Could you describe a particularly memorable or challenging performance experience in your journey?
Oh, memorable or challenging?
Okay, my favourite memory of I'll say this is challenging, it wasn't, it was to only my fault of my own, was when Gemma was chasing me round the theatre with hairspray because we were mid-show and all my flyaways are out here, and honestly the woman was running, where is Zoe?
I didn't know that.
Did you not?
No, that's really funny.
Yeah, that happens almost every show. She comes in hairspray.
Really?
My hair. Yeah,
that's
probably
really
my most challenging performance.
I don't know.
My hair.
My hair. Memorable for me will always be like the moments where you realise kind of how far you've come. So
yeah,
like,
totally.
For me, the first Christmas show we did and the last Christmas show we did last year.
Such a jump for you.
Yeah, such a jump. Because I
yeah.
didn't do like the one the year before last.
Yeah.
And when we were in lockdown, the one before that. So I'd literally only done the 2
yeah,
Christmas
like your
shows.
first year sixth form, second year degree.
And so for me, like, I went from being like the last person on stage in the finale to being the first one on stage, and like you know, you end up the dream roles that you kind of have in your head that you want to do, you have moments where you're like, oh my gosh, like I've done that.
I totally agree.
So I think they're like the memorable moments for me, like where you realise kind of how proud of yourself you are. And like summer show for me, like, you know, when you get your first like little solo moment, or
yes, I totally agree.
Time.
I was rapping one year. That's got to be a memorable
too,
moment. That
me
was
and Zoe are actually professional rappers now, so
yeah.
Stay tuned for
I'd never even sung in my life.
No, me too.
I'd never sung, and I was put on stage in a really quite nice bikini and stiletto heels, rapping.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's probably my best memory.
I was behind you like, woo.
Yeah. It was really, that was such a good show. We had like the
show.
streamers.
Yes, oh my God.
Yeah.
We had to wear masks though, do you remember that?
Yeah.
We went into the audience, but it was just after COVID, so we had to put
masks on for being in the audience.
That was a good show.
Which is crazy.
I think that was the first show I'd ever sung as well.
Yeah.
And that was a big moment for me as well, because I was like, oh, am I a singer? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, everything's always going to be memorable and challenging in a way.
Yes, yeah.
But I think the good moments stick out
more than the bad, yeah.
Obviously there's
then bad
moments.
rehearsals you forget about. In the moment they feel awful, but
yeah, on the day you feel like it's the end of the world. You're
literally,
like, I can't do a double pirouette, my leg is
I'm awful, my career's over,
I can't make it from that side of the stage to that side.
Yeah,
of the stage in 8 counts.
But it's weird because once you're on stage you do it.
You just do it.
Yeah.
You just get on with
just
it.
Make
it just
happen.
Right, next one. In the ever evolving world of dance, how do you stay updated with new trends and technologies? Well, you're the perfect person to ask this.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a TikTok fiend.
She's TikTok famous, guys.
I'm not.
Go buy her stuff off TikTok shop.
Yeah, if you can, that would really help. No, I do think TikTok has changed the dance industry loads. I mean, half the stuff I know now, I don't think I'd ever know.
No, 100%.
Until you're out there. Do you know what I mean? There's always people now going, this is what happened in this audition and day in the life with me. Like, how else would we know half the stuff we do now? Like,
100%.
And the industry has changed a lot from when our teachers were out in the industry. So it's nice to have that balance of, like, seeing it and hearing experiences of now and hearing experiences of then.
To see kind of how it's evolved, but also B, how some things are still the same.
Are still so the same, yeah.
100%.
I totally agree.
And I think it's things like TikTok and social media, they've changed dance itself. Like commercial has become a much bigger thing because of
little TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Renegade.
Yeah.
Like, that is where it all began.
Be the
Renegade.
But no, I do think that social media plays
a massive
part. Because if you think about it nowadays, like, people don't even get jobs for auditioning. People get jobs through showreels, through Instagram.
Your Instagram's like your new portfolio.
Yeah.
Like, that's your new spotlight link.
Yeah, 100%. But even the fact that, you know, having Spotlight as a massive part of employment, that's all due to, you know, social media and technology and everything becoming a bigger thing.
And I
nowadays.
totally think COVID has changed stuff as well. Like, before 100%. COVID, you'd have to travel here, there and everywhere. Now so much is online. So many.
Submit a self-tape if you're doing the combo.
I love seeing people like filming their self-tapes on TikTok and like talking to themselves. Like, oh my god,
I've got so many of them from film. My showreel where Daisy's like been behind the camera, like, no, do it again, and again. And again. That wasn't good enough, and again. And I've
had a couple where I do flop on the floor.
It's the ones where you like, you don't realise you're doing it, but you're talking to yourself. Like,
you're like, come on, I believe
you can do it. You can do
it. You did it yesterday. You can do it again.
Like, I could do a triple pirouette. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
it's easy.
It's literally
just do it.
Yeah.
And then you go and you're like, I still can't.
It's not gonna happen.
But no, I mean, I think just going on Instagram and going on YouTube and TikTok and everything like that, you see a lot more. You learn
so much as well. 100%.
Yeah. You learn new moves. You see new
new
like,
styles. Yeah,
totally.
Definitely. Okay, next one. Hard. Many people view dance as a form of self-expression. How do you infuse your personality and emotions into your performances?
You know what? I actually struggle to do this a lot more in the studio than when I'm performing to someone.
Yeah, like, I actually really agree with that.
Yeah, like lyrical especially. Like, you know when people are like, use it to get your emotion out.
Yeah.
I can't do that
in a class. When I'm in a class, like, I think from how we've been trained, we're very like technical and we want to get stuff right.
This foot is pointed into this corner.
Yeah, and like
this is here.
When we're in a class, we want to get stuff right, and that will fulfill us. Whereas if I want to like dance for like passion and for myself,
if you're having a bad day, I just need to let it out.
Go in a studio and put music on, and I can do that. But in a class, I do agree. I really struggle to let go and just do it for me. But I do think that comes down to the training part of us being perfectionists. We really are bad for that.
Because we're such perfectionists in a class environment, it means that does kind of carry through when you're not thinking about it.
Because
some days I'll be like, just go for it, like, just have fun, like,
you're
obviously, I'll be beating myself up about not being able to do it, and I'm like, just have fun with it, because otherwise you're going to get frustrated. But then that's normally when that stuff happens anyway, when I'm just like enjoying it. I always visualize myself on a stage or in an audition or in a rehearsal. Like if I'm really struggling to pick up choreo, or say for example the routine's not really like my style, I'll always be like, just pretend you're in an audition
and you've just got to do it. You've got to make it happen, and who cares. I do totally think as well, sometimes to be able to let yourself dance like that, you have to think, am I watching anyone else in this room? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not focusing on anyone else in this room.
So no one else is focusing on me.
So no one else actually cares about, and it's reminding yourself, like, you are here for you, so dance for you. It doesn't have to be right all the time. As frustrating as it can be, today my leg hold wasn't by my ear, and I was like, oh my God.
But also, as a dancer,
it's fine.
People don't, obviously when you're a dancer and you're watching something, you care about the technical aspects, but
of course,
when you're not a dancer, or if you are a dancer and you're not looking for that, people don't care about that.
Yeah, like, they want to be entertained and like putting yourself. But we need to take our own advice, don't we?
Yeah, we probably do. Next jazz lesson, I'm like, Zoe, just have fun.
Yeah, just have fun. This is for you. We don't pay $9,000 a year for nothing, guys.
Have some fun. I always say to people, like, you're literally on a floating rock. And you're in a big white room and you're dancing. That's your life. Like,
it could be a lot worse.
It could be so much worse.
Yeah.
But I think bringing your own personality to dance, like, you've just got to think, like, what's my special thing? Like, what's my
what makes me stand out?
Like, who am I? And why do people love me? That kind of thing. Like, how can I bring that? Like, you know, giving it a cheeky smile and, like, you know, if you know that you were really good at, like, extending lines and things, like, holding on to that for a bit longer. Obviously within reason, but... I think just
my leg's just like out there.
I'm just keeping it here.
Yes, sorry.
But yeah, it is a hard one. Like,
it's really hard.
But yeah, take our advice, guys. We don't take our own advice. What role has mentorship played in your dance career, and do you have any mentors who have had a significant impact on you?
I think we've got a couple, and because we've been here since we were 16.
5 years.
That's 5 years.
We're old now.
These teachers are our mums.
Yeah, these are our parents.
We would be like, obviously it takes our hard work as well. Don't get me wrong. We've come in every day.
Their hard work and their belief in you.
Is totally
improvement happen.
I totally agree. Yeah. And Gemma and Kat, Louisa, Montana, like Ryan, these people we've had from the get-go since we came in this building. Like, every week
added up how many times we've done Laura's warm-up.
Oh my goodness.
It's like 300 or something like that. And every single time she's still like, come on, keep going.
And like, without them bringing positivity and the energy to a space where we're all shattered, we're so tired, without their energy, we're nothing. Well. Yeah, like, they're just as tired as us. Like,
but they're constantly bringing new ideas. They're constantly researching, like, okay, girls, I found this. Like, Gemma's always coming in with new exercises.
And we're in bodycon, like, oh my God. But, like, without that, we'd be nowhere. So, like, it is so down to the faculty and how much they actually care. Not because it's their job either, because it's actually they have a passion to watch us progress, and they have such a good belief
with them as well, and they believe in us and they want us to do well, so they will do whatever they can.
And that goes for every teacher anywhere. Like, that's not even just for here. If you go to a Saturday class, I'm sure that teacher's not just doing it for money.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, they're doing it to teach and to inspire. And
that's their passion as well.
Yeah.
And even if someone has either moved on from their performing career or has never had a performing career, you're all still connected by the same thing.
By the same thing,
dance. And when you're teaching someone, it's fulfilling to see, like, the improvement.
Oh, definitely.
And, like, the difference you can make.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, knowing that these teachers have had such amazing careers and knowing that they
so
have
inspiring,
such much wisdom, and, like, we want to have the life that they've had.
Yeah.
So we're so keen to listen to everything they say and do everything they tell us, and, you know, be like them. So
without them we'd be nothing, pretty much. And I'm sure that's the same for, like, so many places. So maybe just give your teachers a little bit more love this week.
Give them some flowers. Whenever we find out it's someone's birthday, we're like, we need to go to Sainsbury's. We need to get them some cake.
We're like running, aren't we, at lunch? But they deserve it, don't they?
Little gems. Is it my turn?
I think so. I actually can't remember.
Yeah, I did the technologies one. How do you maintain your physical and mental well-being as a professional dancer given the rigorous demands of the profession? Well, to find our balance.
Our balance.
Here we do quite a lot to find our balance and to help us with the mental side of things.
Yeah, we definitely do.
A lot more than I think
we realise. Like, a lot of it is subconscious things.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Like, we've just...
I just bought a colouring
book.
And I put it in a Christmas colouring book.
A Christmas one with colouring pencils. Yeah. And everyone has been colouring in this book. I was even shading yesterday.
Yeah.
And Gemma was like, you're very artsy. Thank you, Gemma.
You should have been an artist.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need that chill time and
something like just totally not to do with dance, like
100%.
Where like colouring, it sounds actually really stupid, but you can sit and just colour and still listen, and you can be there and be present.
But you're not that.
Yeah.
Like
you pop the bubble for a second and you're out of it, and you can just rest your body, rest your mind. You're just thinking, what colour am I going to do Santa? Pink, blue.
This is nice, Or even going for a walk. Like, we'll go for a walk sometimes at lunch, just because we're like, get some fresh air.
Go to the cafe. Get a drink.
And eat somewhere. Like, you know, even if we're doing our theory work, getting yourself out of that environment. Or, you know, we do a lot of like yoga and meditation and stuff here. Like, to really be able to switch off, because if you can't switch off, then it becomes
hard
too much.
Because our timetable's crazy, and when you look at it on paper, you go, where am I fitting time into this?
Where am I supposed to like look after myself?
But once you get into your routine, you actually have so much time to just step away from stuff and go, no, this is time for me. I need to rest my body. I need to rest my mind.
100%.
Let's do stuff with my friends outside of dance. It's like
having other friends as well that are outside of this building. Really helps.
And I think by doing all of these things, it makes you enjoy what you do more.
Yes, definitely. Because if you go home and
stretch,
you go
and
home and
start doing a plank press up,
do go home and work hard. But
of course,
if all
do
you
your homework.
do your homework. If all you do when you go home, between when you step in the door and when you go to sleep, is think about dance training and think about this,
you're gonna burn out.
Because then you'll wake up and you'll be thinking about it. I like to leave this, like, I'll stay in this building a little bit extra longer every day, and I'll, you know,
do the things you need.
Do what I know.
But as soon as you've left this building, it's like I've dropped it. And I need this is my life. Like, as much as this is our life as well, it's like I have a life outside.
Yeah, I have people outside of here. I'm not just a dancer. Like, yes, it is.
It is your whole life.
It is
like,
your whole life.
It is.
You have to dedicate everything to it. It's a lifestyle, but at the same time, you are another person aside from being a dancer. Like, I have to go outside at the end of the day and see other people. Like, whether that be at the gym or going to work or seeing friends or just going around someone's for dinner, like, or just sitting there chatting to my family. Like, I have to talk to non-dance people about non-dance
stuff.
Things. Because otherwise, I don't switch off from it. And physical health-wise, I think, again, you'll burn yourself out if you do too much. Like, it's finding the balance of working
what works
hard
for you as well. Like, there's some girls in our year who are constantly like stretching with their Pilates ball, and like that works for them to get the best out of them. And I'm always seeing them stretch. If I did that, I'd seize up. Like, my muscles wouldn't have it. But it's just finding like that balance of what works for you. Do I need to be doing my foot exercises and that makes me better in my turns, or do I need to take a step back and rest my body because my body won't function? You know what I mean?
100%,
it's totally finding your thing.
And I find that at the beginning of the week, I'm able to go and do more than I am at the end of the week. If I push myself to go and stretch on last thing on a Friday night, and
you're asking for tears. I'm just gonna cry at you.
And like, your body is already so sore that that's when you improve strength and stuff more, but it's also about knowing your body and knowing being able to scan it and think, okay, actually no, now's not the time.
This can wait.
And like on a Monday, I'm always like, right, come on, let's have a little stretch. Like, let's do some abs, like everything, get me on my centre, because it's a Monday and you've just had a couple of days off. But then on a Thursday or a Friday, our timetable's more intense anyway. So for me, it's more about in warm up, just pushing a bit more time. And, you know, maybe sitting in a split longer. 100%. So we do a lot here for both sides of it. They're really good at helping you deal with, you know, injury, mental health, physical health, everything.
Especially cat.
Especially cat, poor cat.
She takes
so
it
many
all.
tears. Bless her. I think it's your turn.
What dance styles or genres do you specialise in, and what drew you to them?
I think, as a general, here, jazz is like the biggest.
Yeah. We definitely specialise in that.
Yeah, because everything else we do is to aid that, like the ballet.
Yes, yeah.
We do so much ballet to make the jazz
we know
better.
we're not going to be primas.
Yeah, but we can fake it till we make it.
Yeah, and like it's the technique of ballet that we take across to other styles that training is helping us in. So I definitely think our style and genre that we specify in most here is definitely jazz.
Yeah, but then we do a lot of commercial and ballet and things because they're a bit more fun. Like you can let yourself go a little bit more in them because you're not. Obviously, there is technique and stuff to it, but for that, you just feel like you're dancing.
Yeah,
and that's totally. When you can enjoy it a bit more. I think that's why, like, Latin for me has always been a favourite. Yeah. Like, that's just what I love and always have, because I feel like I'm actually dancing for me, and I feel like I'm expressing myself a bit more than when I'm in jazz, because I'm so worried about all the technical aspects of, like, make sure you're pointing your foot, make sure your leg's straight, make sure you're pulling up, make sure you're holding all your muscles, but then, like we said earlier, when you go into routine, sometimes you can't switch off from that.
Yeah.
And I love watching, like, Strictly or, musicals or things that inspire you. And when you are doing, like, a style that feels like you're like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it kind of... it makes you feel like, oh, this is actually, what is relevant.
I find
this
fun.
Is what I want to do.
Yeah. And I think that's it. It's like, for me, it's commercial because there's nothing technical about that. Before I came here, I'd done no technical training. So instantly I was like, commercial, this is great. This is literally just having fun. And it's about being yourself, dancing for you, dancing to music that you enjoy and find different things in. There's no technical aspect to it. So for me, like, that's where I thrive. Is it sounds really bad, but just like chucking myself about.
Yeah, but sometimes
I don't have to whack my leg.
No.
I can if you want me to.
I can if you really want me to, but you don't. But it can be bent. It's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think just
you've got to have that one style where you can really like
let yourself go.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, because it's important to find the balance of technical training and trying really hard and trying to be as strong as possible, but also just having fun.
Yeah.
Just enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Right, next question. Can you share your journey into the world of dance and how you discovered your passion for it?
Well, dance moms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Literally.
I didn't expect you to say that.
No, genuinely. Maddie Ziegler, she'll never see this, but I just wanted to be you. Like, genuinely.
The Maddie face.
Yeah, I wanted to do this. That, when she does that on the floor.
I've never seen it.
No, they're not on YouTube anymore, but I did post me in my living room. I'd never done a dance class before, and I thought I could bust it down like Maddie Ziegler. I was doing fouette turns. I was doing a tilt that was down here. I don't know who I thought I was.
Maddie Ziegler, clearly.
Yeah, and I'd literally been to about 2 dance classes in my life, and genuinely, that show, I watched them girls and I was like, why not me? Why can't it be me? And I mean, I'm nowhere near as good as Maddie Ziegler now, and I don't know if I ever will be, but she's still...
You're you.
Yeah.
You're not Maddie Ziegler, you're you.
Exactly.
She took you on that journey.
She did, and thank you, Abby Lee Miller.
Mine was, I think, Strictly. Like, I did a little bit of ballroom and Latin when I was a kid, and I stopped dancing when I went to secondary school because my mum was like, nope, like, go into something academic because you're really smart, like, this is just for fun. And I'd watch Strictly, and then, like, when they'd be doing, like, the scores and stuff, I'd be like, I'm just going to go get a drink from the kitchen. Then I'd go in the kitchen, I'd, like, bust out some Latin moves, and then I'd come back in like nothing had happened. And, like, I don't know, I just, when you're drawn to something, and then went to go see Flashdance the musical, and I was like, that's what I want to do. And my mum was like, what? I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. She was like, no, you don't. Aww. I was like, I do. That's what I'm going to do. She was like, you've not danced in, like, years.
My parents didn't even know you could have a career in dance.
No, mine didn't either.
Until we came to the open day here, my mum was not convinced.
No. Well, when we came to the open day Well, it was an open evening.
Yeah.
Back in our day.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was an evening.
Well, my mum came and she was like, "Oh my God, Summer! All of these mums, they're talking about agents and like how
My
their
mum
kids have
had
done
no
this,
clue.
and this." No, my
Yeah.
mum had absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
She came in her like swanky red like culotte trousers and her heels. She was like, "Everyone looks really casual. Is this what this life is like?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, mum.
No.
Don't worry."
She was on the right path.
She was on.
The
She was
glitz and
ready.
glam, yeah.
She was ready with her red trousers.
Literally.
And her heels. But yeah, I think for me, just like, I don't know, something always had drawn me to dance, and I knew I wanted to do it, but it took like taking that plunge.
Yeah, defo. Yeah. It took me a couple of times. I'd flitted about, like went to here for a couple of weeks, went to there. I never was like, just this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of my family expected me to do it.
No, I was the same. Like I wanted to join the army.
Yeah. Which is just bizarre. Like, you are the most glamorous person. Have you seen that TikTok trend, you know, where it's like when women get drafted to the army, and it's
like, sorry, can I just stick my eyelashes on first?
Anyone got any lip gloss?
But that is the Dancebox effect.
It totally is.
I didn't look like this when I came.
No, it's so true. This place
glows
you up. Yeah.
If you want to glow up, just go to Dancebox. Honestly,
it works.
Yeah,
does the trick.
I look like I could have been in the army when I joined.
Yeah. To be fair, you're not even wrong. I love you.
Now I'm, in like the movies where they have those glam women that come and sing.
You're like, in The Princess Diaries.
Yes.
It's like, I turned this into this and made a princess.
So true.
That's Matthew.
Yeah.
That is literally what he did.
He was like, maybe just put some more makeup on.
Yeah.
Okay. But to be fair, my first year Christmas show, I remember him saying like, maybe just put like 2 eyelashes together
and wear them.
2 pairs of eyelashes on each eyelash.
Yeah.
So 4. I didn't obviously get
the quite memo.
But
Yeah.
there were 4 eyelashes on each eyelash.
I actually remember that, and you did look like you were about to take off. So yeah.
I don't think I could actually see anything either. I was like looking at the lights. Like, I remember
Fall
Ellie
off the
Day
stage.
being like, those eyelashes are amazing. I was like, I made them myself.
Thank you.
Thank you. I grew them myself.
Is this the last one, or have we got 2?
No, there's one.
Is it my turn or your turn?
Your turn.
Oh, how kind. How do you collaborate with your fellow students on choreography and other creative projects, and what have you learned from those experiences? So
we do a lot of group choreography projects or solo choreography projects. So the group one is in first year degree, the solo one is in second year degree. So obviously in the first year you get to choreograph a piece that your fellow classmates are in. Yeah. You can choose who's in it, you could choose the music, you can choose what it's about. Mm-hmm. And that's really fun. And then you obviously get to choreograph a little solo in second year. But then we've had opportunities to choreograph external pieces. Yeah,
I just choreographed some of the CYD stand stuff. You've just done the light switch on.
I've got a Christmas light switch on next week. And
so I think there's so many opportunities here to work with other people as well. Like definitely. These people that we've worked with wouldn't necessarily be,
because they're not in our year.
And even in like rehearsals, you're always working with other people all the time, and you're meeting other people.
And that's how you make your best friends. Like 2 of my closest friends are in completely different years. Like Daisy and Orla, I never would have met them if it wasn't for rehearsals. And like Millie Baldwin, like people that you don't necessarily know that well because you're not in classes with them. Yeah, you make the closest friends with, and you're like, you meet people and you just wish, I wish you were just in my class all the time. Yeah. But definitely from those things, you learn a lot about yourself as well, and like how to teach, how to collaborate, and ideas. You see it from a different side. Like you have a different eye for it, because when you start teaching or choreographing something, you see what the choreographer sees, and you see how they view it, and you realize why like taking on notes and being in the right space at the right time is so important. And it sometimes it does take you being that person to be like, I get it now, Susan, you're out of line. To be like, okay, when I'm in a line, I need to make sure I'm in the line. 100%, yeah. So you see why it matters so much. When you definitely get from the other side, and you realise who the people you like working with are and why, and that makes you want to be that person. It's inspiring. Like you want to be the person that comes in and knows everything you did last time, and has gone away and worked on it and made it look better, and you don't really clock onto those things until you've been on the other side of it, and you can see it. Because obviously people will tell you, like, they'll say, our teachers will say, be the one that goes away and learns the notes, but
sometimes it takes seeing it. Yeah.
Sometimes I think.
Totally.
Anyway, is this the last one?
I think so.
Ooh. Oh, there's 2. What advice would you give to aspiring dancers looking to pursue a career in the dance field, or in the field? And then it says, can you create questions for our next guests? We'll do that one in a minute though.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give to aspiring dancers?
Just go for it.
Yeah. Just be yourself.
It's main character energy, and I wish
you have to gaslight yourself.
Yeah, it totally is. It's
manifest.
Such a game.
Yeah.
You don't realise that the person you've watched on Instagram has videoed their 6 pirouettes 70 times. Yeah. Like, it's such a it's a game. It's literally all a game. And if you believe that you're amazing, as hard and as much as you may not actually believe that, you'll go in a room and be the first one they watch because they're like, oh, she's good.
Yeah, 100%.
For the pure reason that you're dancing like you're amazing.
Yeah.
Whether your leg's behind your head or not, it really doesn't matter.
If you make someone believe you're amazing, they will believe
you're
amazing.
And like, that makes you more amazing for being able to do that, because that takes guts. Like, I can't do that. I wish, I think someday it will switch. I'm really, really bad at
caring what people think.
I would care way too much.
Don't care what people think. 'Cause the moment you get out of that mindset, everything else starts to click. And
everything comes together. Yeah. Once you take the time for yourself.
Definitely.
And put the effort of caring about what other people think into yourself. Yeah. You're going to fly.
Definitely. I think visualizing your dreams as well is really important.
Yeah.
Like, I've always said I can visualize the dancer I want to be.
Yes.
And I will get there. Like, you know, when we were in first year and second year watching the shows of the older students and seeing them do certain roles, and I'm like, I'm going to do that one day.
Yeah.
And so far, everything that I genuinely believed I was going to do, I have done.
Yes.
Like, get out of my way. As soon as I watched it the first time, I was a swing, and then I was like, I'm going to do that part, and I did it. You know, 100 degrees, I was like, I'm going to do that, and I did it. Like, you have to believe
you have
in
to
yourself.
manifest. Even if you don't believe it, just wake up every day and tell yourself.
You have to tell yourself it's true until it is.
Yeah.
It's stuff like, you know, they say if you're not happy, just keep fake smiling, and eventually it turns into a real smile. It's exactly the same concept of just keep telling yourself that you are good enough, because then you will be.
Yeah,
and
totally.
Obviously work as hard as you possibly can.
Of course, like, that comes without.
Like, nothing in this industry is given to you easily. Yeah. You have to be willing to work hard, but you have to also, I think, find enjoyment and fulfillment in working hard. Yes. Like, if you enjoy the feeling of being exhausted and like sweating and, you know, waking up with your muscles sore,
not being able to get in the car door because your legs are like
hard, that's a good thing. Obviously, you know, no one likes being in pain, but when you know that that's come from a place of improving yourself, then you want that feeling more often, and that will make it happen.
And be nice.
And always be nice. Yes. Even if someone you don't necessarily get on with that well, or you know, you've got different personalities.
Yeah. Or you're having a bad day.
Yeah. If you're having a bad day, don't take it out on someone else.
Really irritating you. Be nice. Because everyone picks up on someone who's not nice, and then they go.
It will get you so far in life. You're just a nice person. Yeah. And because if you're a nice person and you work hard and you really want it,
literally it doesn't matter.
That's success right there.
Yeah. It actually doesn't matter how good you are if you've got them 3 things.
Yeah, because people will want to work with people that are nice.
Totally.
People that, you know, aren't lazy.
Yeah, bring energy into a room.
Because if you're in a room with someone and they're like, I don't want to do that, you don't want to hire them again.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. But our next guests, we need to ask them some questions.
We do. So,
ask them now. I think, what's your funniest dance memory, moment in a show, training?
Yeah.
That's always a good one. What else?
Favourite job? Yeah. Or career-defying moment?
Yeah, a dream job.
Dream job.
Advice for...
And definitely some advice,
yeah. Because everyone will have different advice. Yes. So we've obviously given our advice from what we've learned in our experiences of being here, but
take it or leave
it. Everyone's advice will be completely different.
Yeah.
So it's good to get everyone's viewpoints. But Wow, thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Thank you very much. We hope to see you again.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.